Hey guys, Doug B here, your average axe-wielding hack. Welcome back to Preset Building 101. The objective here is to show you guys how really easy it is to make your own presets. They don't have to be complicated kitchen sink concoctions. They can be as simple as just an amp and a cab. It all depends on what you want. All right, this is part 2. Let's get going. Like I mentioned in the last video, we're going to use Axe Edit or FM9 Edit or FM3 Edit because it is just so much easier than using the front panel. Now I'm going to do this video using Axe Edit 3, but it should be the same if you're using FM9 or FM3 Edit. If you find any differences, please let me know. So by this time you've opened your editor and you've pulled up the preset that we created in the last video. It has a total of 4 blocks right now: in 1, amp 1, cab 1, and out 1. There really isn't anything that we need to change in the in 1 and out 1 blocks, so we'll leave them alone. Let's take a look at the amp block. The amp block in a new preset will always be populated with the last amp type that you had used. I had done a video about the Tiny Terrier preset right before I created the preset I'm using for this series, so the Axe FX3 populated the amp type with the Citrus Terrier, right here, which only has 3 controls on the front panel. A lot of folks are excited by the new Brit Studio 20, which was modeled after the Marshall SV20H. Let's use that as our amp type. So we go in here, we go to Brit Studio 20. Now you can see that the tone tab has changed to 6 controls. That mimics the front of the Marshall SV20H. Now the amp block can get very deep, with parameters spread across 10 different tabs. For this exercise, we're only going to be concerned with 2 of those tabs: tone and speaker. For right now, we'll use the default values in the tone tab. We can always adjust those later. We're talking the 2 gains here: bass, mid, treble, and presence. So now let's go to the speaker tab. Now it does seem confusing having a speaker tab in the amp block. The way that I look at it is that these speaker parameters relate to the speaker out jack on the amp head. We came here because we need to check the speaker impedance curve. The curve being used for the Brit Studio 20 is the 4x12 Brit TV. That basically means that the amp block is expecting to be connected to a 4x12 Brit TV cab. We could use a different speaker impedance curve if we wanted to. If you click on the speaker impedance curve, you'll see that we have 75 different curves to choose from. We're just getting started making presets though, so we'll use this one. Now let's go to the cab block. Right now, cab 1 says factory 1, number 1, 1x4 pig 57. That's the default cab. It actually sounds better than the name implies, but it is not the cab we're looking for. So click on Picker, go up here to the search bar, and type in Brit TV, and hit enter. We get 4 results back, with the only difference being the mic that was used. See a 57, a 121, a 421, and a 906. Click on Factory 2 577, which is the 4x12 Brit TV 57 C1ML. The 57 means that the cab was mic'd with a Shure SM57. I'm guessing that was pulled back maybe 2 inches and maybe not quite halfway between the cone and the outer edge of the speaker. Let's see how that sounds. Click on Save and give it a try. Now that's not bad, but I'd like to try the SM57 and a Royer 121. Recording studios have used that classic combination for years. Go to cab 2 and click on the yellow or orange, whichever way you want to look at it, M. That's the mute button and you have just unmuted it. Go down here, click on Factory 2 and put in number 578. That will populate cab 2 slot with the 4x12 Brit TV 121 C1ML. If your modeler is connected to a stereo sound system, headphones, PA system, whatever, then I would try panning the 57 to the left all the way, and then panning the 121 all the way to the right. I prefer that to straight up mono, but this is entirely personal choice. I leave all the other parameters as is. Save it once you've settled on your favorite combination, and let's see how this sounds now. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Now, you're going to have to pardon me for a minute, but I'm the son of an accountant. The Marshall SV20H goes for $1,750. The Marshall 1960 TV 4x12 cab goes for $1,900. So this preset so far would cost $3,650 using real-world counterparts. Now you can tell your significant other that I just saved you $3,650 and we haven't even added any effects yet. Right now this rig sounds much better than what we started with, but it's pretty dry. Still though, some of you guys may prefer it just like this, especially you weekend warriors using an FM3. The Brit Studio 20 cleans up quite nicely when you roll back your guitar's volume, and that might be all the flexibility that you need. If that's the case, go forth and rock that room. For the rest of you, next week we will be adding some wetness to the audio with the delay and reverb blocks. That's going to be fun. All right, guys, this Friday we're going to see if we can recreate the David Gilmour sound on sound effect. Now you don't want to miss that, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, I will see you on Friday.